Like that's not the culture. Like, the culture we come from of, taking a break beat, taking the part where the drummer drops out and is doing his thing on the record, and then looping it, and then allowing the artist, rapper, to start calling response chants to freestyle or whatever it may be, graffiti. I was at an event one time, and I remember literally a pretty known artist, his manager, I heard his manager, it broke my heart. His manager saying, they're gonna be asking about hip hop. They're talking about like when the dudes be breakdancing and spray painting graffiti on walls and stuff like that. And I'm like, man, this dude makes a lot of money off hip hop, and it's literally like, you go into a Microsoft convention and you got to explain somebody what Microsoft Word is. Like, like,
Right,
come on,
right.
man. Like, you don't know what the culture is, and like so much stuff that I feel like hip hop was always parallel to the streets. It came from impoverished neighborhoods. It came from, places where there was crime. So we got street hip hop, and that's fine. But but that's not it. You know what I'm saying? That's not the ghetto or the poor neighborhood is not all of the. It's not just the culture. You know what I'm saying? The culture is a lot of different things. So I think it was imperative for us being Southern people to bring Southern hospitality into a space that was very much so that boasted its East Coastness. And I always tell people, yeah, the Bronx created hip hop, but like New Orleans created American music. You know what I'm saying? So like,
Okay.
why are we arguing about this? Like, it's nothing but there's no arguing. There's no one lower or higher than the other one. Like with
Right.
jazz created blues and soul and funk that we sample records from to make hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Like it's all this big circle of us all like creating, taking those creations and adding something to them, and then putting them somewhere else, and then creating this new piece of art like for the world to be able to enjoy. So I think once we got to that point, once it came back around, and it wasn't just, you know, I feel like it's very easy to just think that all hip hop is just the streets. But I think once we got into like the call and response, like I always say, bounce records. I would tell people, I would make people so mad. I go, Big Freedia's a more better. She's a better MC than you. You know, I go like Big Freedia.
Say
You
that.
seen Big
Yeah.
Freedia's call and response? You seen Big Freedia rock a crowd? You know what I'm saying? Like, so like, don't go saying that bounce is not hip hop, because this the exact elements that create hip hop. It's the breakbeat. It's the call and response. It's like the essence of hip hop.